Coming up next on BG24 News.
It's that time of year again. BG Undead has started here at Bowling Green State University. We've got the information on how you can get involved.
It was Greek weekend last weekend. Find out how BGSU fraternities and sororities helped campus and the surrounding community.
Also, Ohio Senator Sherrod Brown was in Bowling Green this morning. He was showing his support for a bill that would benefit many Bowling Green residents.
Plus, a look at your Black Swamp weather forecast and BG24 sports. Welcome to your campus and community connection.
County's live local news starts right now. This is BG24 News, live at 5:30.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Lucas Stahl.
And I'm Megan Gallagher. Our top story tonight. Ohio Senator Sherrod Brown made his way to downtown Bowling Green this morning. Senator Brown was at Grounds for Thought coffee shop earlier today to show his support for the Fair Minimum Wage Act. The act would raise minimum wage to $10.10 an hour in Ohio. The act would also provide a wage increase for tipped employees for the first time in 20 years. We spoke with Sherrod Brown about who would be most affected by this wage increase.
And certainly young people are more likely to be minimum wage, people in their 20s. But a number of these people have, minimum wage workers now have children to support. And, they just can't do it at $7.25 an hour. So this would increase 95 cents 3 years in a row until it's up over 10. And then we will tie it to cost of living inflation so that people could at least keep up.
On Saturday, Governor Kasich will also be at Grounds for Thought to show his support for the bill.
Speaking of new legislation, we have new information on the contract between Bowling Green State University and the BGSU Faculty Association. The two sides have agreed to a 15% raise over the next 5 years. BGSU FA President Dr. David Jackson says that this raise will help bring BGSU employees to the same level of pay as other universities, such as Miami of Ohio and Ohio University. The contract will also show employees what they will make over the next 3 years. Now the contract is not finalized, but the Faculty Association hopes to do so by March 29th.
The bandanas and bright Nerf guns have returned to campus. The BG Undead Humans vs. Zombies is back in action. This semester, the organization is more focused on the rules than ever before.
Humans have a bandana that they tie either around their leg or around their arm, and they can use marshmallows, socks, or some kind of Nerf blaster or off-brand blaster in order to stun zombies. Zombies wear the same colored bandana on their head.
BG Undead is the largest student-run organization here at Bowling Green State University. If you'd like to keep track of the score between the humans and the zombies, visit their website at bgundead.org.
The annual lip-syncing and dance competition brought the Greek community together this weekend. Greek Sing was held at the Stroh Center, wrapping up Greek weekend. Different fraternities and sororities formed into teams. The teams consisted of Delta Gamma, Sigma Lambda Gamma, Sigma Nu, and Sigma Lambda Beta, which all took first place. They lip-synced and danced to weather warning themed songs. In between performances, the annual Greek Awards were announced.
I didn't expect it to be this crazy. Everybody cheering. I loved it. It was awesome. I'll definitely be doing it for the next 2 years. I'm in college, so.
Together, the Greek community raised over $1,000 in canned goods. Food and blankets will go to the Cocoon Shelter. The shelter is an organization that helps battered women and their children in the Bowling Green community. And now Dale Summers joins us with a first look at our Black Swamp weather. Dale?
Thank you, Lucas. The snow on Monday definitely caught everyone off guard who was looking forward to some nice spring weather. And however, even though current temperatures are at 40 degrees, it feels closer to 33 degrees with colder winds coming in from the west at 14 miles per hour. Stay tuned later to find out if throughout the next 5 days temperatures will finally be warming up to bring us in some spring weather.
Thank you, Dale. Coming up next,
a live interview with a student who organized the biggest free photo shoot ever in Bowling Green State University's history.
And another look at your Black Swamp weather forecast and BG24 sports. Stay with us. Last weekend, Style and BG held the largest free photo shoot in Bowling Green State University history. In the studio today, we have the person who coordinated this event, which joins Megan live. Megan?
Thanks, Lucas. Yeah, and we have the Style and BG coordinator, Deborah Chester. Hi, Deborah. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So tell me a little bit about what Style and BG is before we go into the photo shoot.
Okay, well, Style and BG, like Lucas said, is the largest free photo shoot BGSU has ever seen. It's basically bringing together faculty and students from freshmen to seniors to just meet each other and just like promote friendship and unity on campus through fashion. So it's just bridging the gap between those different age groups and so on.
And you said this is the second year this has happened. What has changed since you did it the first year and to now? What has changed?
Well, the amount of people that participated. When we first started, we started with about 40 models. And then the second time we did it, which happened in the Wolf Center, it was about 60 models. Now this time when we did it, we had 100 models. So it's pretty awesome. It's really expanding, and my goal is to take it on the road. Next stop, I'm going to Harvard University, so it'll be Stylin' Harvard, and the website for Stylin' would actually be launching 2 weeks from today.
That's awesome.
So I'm very excited for that.
And there was a lot of planning I heard that went into this. You've been planning this for months. How did you go about that? How did you start planning? Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I couldn't do it without my team. I had a group of coordinators that came together with me and just shot ideas at me, kind of just kept it organized. Amira Adams, Benjamin, Jamie, Devin, Tanea, so many different people. And we had photographers that helped out. Ashandre, David, just a group of photographers. And the whole thing is to just bring people together and kind of, as I climb, bring everyone with me that is, taking part in it. So basically giving them the chance to network and pub themselves.
That's wonderful. And tell me a little bit about how you plan on taking this onto the road. You said you're going to Harvard.
Yes,
that's
Harvard
really
next. I have a few friends that attend Harvard University. So I've been talking to them about it. They're like, yeah, Deb, it's really cool, like helping you expand it. So going to Harvard and then Howard University in Washington, D.C. So those are the two main schools that I'm focusing on going next. But Style-In is definitely home to BGSU.
That's wonderful. It sounds like there's a lot of networking that goes into this. Tell me what you can get from being in the photo shoot and what you can get from being in Style and BG.
Well, being a part of it, just giving people the chance to show who they are through their clothes. I feel like a lot of the times you may see people on campus like, oh, they dress really nicely, but you don't know how to approach them or things like that. So just bringing people that have a similar interest and a similar desire to just be who they are and feel comfortable in that environment.
That's awesome. Well, thank you very much, Deborah. And
thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us.
The Bowling Green City School District is hiring. We've got the details on how you can apply. And are you getting enough sleep? Sleep deprivation is common among college students. We've got some information on how you can stay awake, plus a look at your Black Swamp weather and BG24 sports. Stay with us.
Now, Wood County's live local forecast with BG24 Black Swamp weather.
Good evening, Wood County. I am Dale Summers here with your Black Swamp weather forecast. The snow on Monday definitely dropped temperatures and surprised a lot of people, and even though temperatures have gone up to about 40 degrees, it feels closer to 33 with some colder winds coming in from the west at 14 miles per hour. Tonight temperatures will be dropping down to about 30 degrees, and there will be a 30% chance of precipitation, So we might be seeing some flurries into the late evening. Winds are blowing in from the northwest-north at 10 miles per hour, and humidity is at 75%. Tomorrow temperatures will be up back to the mid-40s, and it will be partly cloudy. Winds are coming in a little bit stronger from the northwest-north at 15 miles per hour. And even though there's some stronger winds and higher temperatures, there's still a 10% chance of precipitation. So you never know. With the weather the way it is, we might see some rain. Tomorrow night temperatures will drop down to about 30 degrees, and chance of precipitation will remain the same. Winds will be coming in from the northwest-north at 12 miles per hour. Looking over the Toledo area, we can see that temperatures are relatively stable, remaining in the low 40s. And as one heads over towards the Hudson area, temperatures have dropped to about the medium to high 30s, so definitely still some cold weather. As we can see, there's also a lot of rain heading over in the Paynesville area. There's a mixture of rain and snow that turns over rain up into the lake area. And then over towards Defiance, there's a lot of medium rainfall, and as one continues west, that turns into snowfall. There's also now a lot of precipitation happening even further west you go, with a little bit happening over up on top of Washington. There's a lot of precipitation happening over Kentucky and West Virginia. They're experiencing some light snowfall, and as one heads closer to the east coast and by Virginia that continues up into the top or bottom of New York, excuse me, as rainfall. And then in Michigan and Wisconsin, they're experiencing some snowfall that heads up into Canada. Looking at our 5-day forecast, we can see that on Wednesday through Friday, we will be seeing some sunny skies. And we'll also see some increase in temperatures, which is nice compared to the cold. And the temperatures will peak at 52 degrees on Saturday with a nice sunny sky. And then Sunday, it will rain again.
Well, rain is no fun. I'm just kind of sick of this wetness, but it sounds like it's getting a lot nicer. The temperatures are slowly rising.
Yeah, spring's finally making a comeback, so maybe we can finally say goodbye to winter.
That'd be great. Wonderful. And, excuse me, sorry, Bowling Green City Schools is hiring. Bowling Green City Schools announced late last week that they are looking to fill at least 12 positions for next fall. The job openings came after 9 teachers and staff were approved for retirement. Right now, the job openings are only offered to those within the school system already. The remaining positions will be posted online by the middle of April.
Not enough sleep at night for students could be leading to poor performance in the classroom. And on the roads, reporter Aisha Mitchell talked with the Wellness Connection Center to find out exactly how much sleep students should be getting.
Like 5 to 7 hours.
It's off. The prompter is off.
I get about 6 hours of sleep a night.
Between 6 and 8. If you did not notice, these students aren't getting enough sleep. Neither was a student from the University of Toledo when she caused a car accident from falling asleep at the wheel. According to the National College Assessment by the American College Health Association studied this past fall, only 4% of BGSU students say they wake up feeling rested 7 days a week. So how much sleep is enough sleep to prevent accidents such as falling asleep at the wheel? Eric Tisk of the Wellness Connection Center says that the typical college student should get about 8 to 9 hours of sleep at night. Not only is the amount of sleep important, but also the consecutive schedule.
So when students change their routine from the week to the weekend, if you vary your routine by as much as 2 hours, you can start to see some other sort of side effects with irritability, depression, just altered mood, even if you're getting enough hours of sleep.
Eric believes that school, along with work schedules, can make it hard for students to get enough sleep at night.
Not only the just taking up the time that you would be sleeping, like working a later shift or working an early shift, but also the additional stress, worrying, anxiety that can come along with extra responsibilities can impact your ability to fall asleep quickly and can impact the quality of your sleep.
A suggestion Eric gives to a good night's sleep is setting a calm mood right before you hit the sack, but also finding what works for you. For BG24 News, I'm Aisha Mitchell.
Studies have also shown that students underestimate how much sleep they get per night, resulting in them feeling even more tired.
And now Jacqueline Elliott joins us for a first look at BG24 Sports. Jacqueline.
Thanks, Megan. Coming up next, the women's basketball team advances to the 3rd round of the WNIT tournament. Also, find out how the gymnastic teams fared in the MAC championships. All that and more when we return. Stay with us.
It's un-Falcon believable coverage that you won't get anywhere else. This is BG24 Sports.
Welcome back to BG24 Sports. I'm Jacqueline Elliott. BG women's basketball is still alive in WNIT action. The Falcons took down Duquesne this past Saturday in the 2nd round. Jill Stein came up big for BG as she scored a career-high 16 points to push BG over the Dukes 61-54. With the win, the Falcons improved to 24-10 and will continue on to the 3rd round of the WNIT. BG will host Drexel University this Thursday at the Stro. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. In other sports news, Greg Christopher, who has served as athletic director for the Falcons for the past 7 years, has accepted the same position at Xavier University. Over to gymnastics. Head coach Carrie Beach was named MAC Coach of the Year. Beach and the Falcons team placed 5th at the MAC championships. Individually, Jamila Ali tied for 1st place on the vault, and Alyssa Nocella won 1st on the balance beam. Also, 2 gymnasts qualified for the gymnastics NCAA regionals. Nocella and Megan Harrington will participate as all-rounders for the Falcons. Regionals will be held on April 6th in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Good luck, Falcons. Over to swimming. Daniela Carrillo placed 37th in preliminaries of the 200-yard breaststroke, closing out her 5th and final race of the 2013 NCAA Championships. Carrillo posted her second best time of 2:12.89. Pizza Hut Players of the Week were also announced. Patrick Lancaster of the baseball team earned his titles for his efforts in Friday's game against Lancaster, where he went 3 for 5 and leads the Falcons in on-base percentages. Alyssa Nocella of the gymnastics team was also named Athlete of the Week for winning the MAC Balance Beam title and for qualifying for NCAA regionals. Congrats, Falcons. In hockey news, former defenseman Bobby Shea signed to play with the Reading Royals of the East Coast Hockey League, an affiliate of the Washington Capitals. Shea got playing time this past weekend as the Royals played the Toledo Walleye. And speaking of the Walleye, Toledo has clinched a spot in the Kelly Cup playoffs. That's all for BG24 Sports. I'm Jacqueline Elliott. Back to you guys at the desk.
Anime enthusiasts came from all over Northwest Ohio to take part in BGSU's anime convention. Reporter Jacqueline Gideon tells us about the 14-hour event.
BGSU's annual anime convention brought fans to the student union. Anime lovers come to Animarathon dressed as their favorite character. The fan with the best costume will win the costume contest. Melissa Campbell traveled from Dayton to see the convention for the first time.
I am pleasantly surprised with this. I've seen a lot of really good cosplayers that I'm nervous to compete against. And then I met 4 or 5 people who I didn't know were coming, and then I've met some new friends too, so I like it. It's cute.
Campbell says she is impressed that BG's Anime Club organized the event.
This is BGSU's 11th year hosting Animarathon. More than 2,000 people attended this anime convention.
Animarathon has video game tournaments, movie screenings, and performances. Artists and dealers sell anime-themed products in the ballroom. Artist Joseph Lawn has come to Animarathon for 3 years.
I just really enjoy the atmosphere. It's very fun to come here. And the people are great. It's the people that I keep coming back for.
Lawn sells original stickers, bookmarks, and prints. BG's Anime Club encouraged people of all ages to come. The club is called Anime in Northwest Ohio. Club President Brianna Tomlinson says she is happy with the turnout.
It's nice to see everything finally get done because I can just relax after this. I'll be able to just sit down and not have to worry about it tomorrow night. It'll be a nice break.
The Anime Club will start preparing for the next Animarathon when this one is over. Reporting for BG24 News, I'm Jacqueline Gideon.
Animarathon at BGSU is always held the third weekend in March.
And now let's get a last look at our Black Swamp weather forecast with Dale Summers. Dale, what can you tell us?
Thank you, Megan. On Monday there was a lot of snow, and so unfortunately not a lot of people were expecting that, but luckily throughout the next 5 days we'll finally be seeing some sun. On Wednesday through Friday will be a little bit of cloud coverage, and then Saturday the cloud will finally go away, and temperatures will also increase with the increase in sun that we'll be seeing, getting up to a high of 52 degrees on Saturday. However, on Sunday we will finally see some rain again, so unfortunately people might not like that, and temperatures will also begin to drop. So, out like a lion and like a lamb, as they say.
That's so true. I just never really thought about it, but I just can't believe how true that is. It's crazy.
Yeah, snow and then rain and then sun and then windy, and it's just like, what's the weather like? So
I know. I hope it's not a tease this time. I hope we actually get warm weather and it stays. Because we all know how BG weather is. Always fluctuating. You never know for sure.
Yeah, definitely not looking forward to spring allergies. So warmer weather, budding flowers, and I don't know.
We'll see. But that's it for BG24 News. For Megan Gallagher, Dale Summers, and Jacqueline Elliott, I'm Lucas Stahl.
Be sure to join us Thursday night for another edition of BG24 News.
If you have any comments or suggestions, visit our website at bg24news.org or our Facebook page at facebook.com/BG24News.
Have a great night, everyone.